Breaking news! Major developments are unfolding across the globe today as conflicts, humanitarian crises, and security operations highlight a world under increasing strain. In the Middle East, the United States has carried out one of its largest counterterrorism operations in months, launching coordinated airstrikes against more than 70 ISIS targets across Syria. U.S. officials say over 100 precision-guided munitions were used, aiming to dismantle command centers, weapons depots, and logistics routes. The strikes follow the recent killing of 2 American soldiers and are intended to significantly degrade ISIS's operational capacity in the region. Pentagon officials stressed the operation was defensive, warning that extremist groups continue to exploit instability across the Middle East. At the same time, the humanitarian situation in Gaza remains deeply fragile. The World Health Organization now says famine has been narrowly averted following limited ceasefire progress and increased aid deliveries. However, officials warn that Gaza's infrastructure is severely damaged, hospitals are overwhelmed, and millions remain at risk if aid access is disrupted. Children, pregnant women, and the elderly remain particularly vulnerable as international agencies urge sustained humanitarian corridors. Meanwhile, tensions are rising further in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Israel's Security Cabinet has approved the expansion of 19 new settlements in the occupied West Bank, a move that has drawn sharp international criticism. Clashes have been reported in areas including Jenin, where Palestinian casualties were confirmed. Analysts warn that settlement expansion could further inflame tensions and undermine diplomatic efforts. In Africa, Nigeria has seen both relief and renewed security concerns. Authorities confirmed the release of the last 130 students and staff abducted during a mass kidnapping in Plateau State, bringing an end to one of the country's most disturbing hostage crises. Families have been reunited, while the government vows to strengthen school security nationwide. However, Nigeria is also facing an ongoing extremist threat. On December 25th, the United States conducted targeted airstrikes against ISIS militants in northwest Nigeria's Sokoto state. The operation was carried out with Nigerian government coordination as part of a joint counter-terrorism effort. U.S. Africa Command says multiple ISIS fighters were killed, emphasizing that the strikes were not against Nigeria itself, but against militants responsible for attacks on civilians. In Europe, security concerns have surfaced inside Russia's capital. An explosion in Moscow killed at least 2 police officers, according to Russian authorities. While investigations are ongoing, the incident has raised fresh questions about internal security as Russia continues to face pressure both domestically and internationally. Taken together, today's developments reflect a world grappling with interconnected crises. From counterterrorism operations and humanitarian emergencies to political instability and internal security threats. Governments and international organizations now face mounting pressure to balance military action, humanitarian relief, and diplomatic solutions in an increasingly volatile global environment. Reporting for Global Brief, Alex Mercer.